clearly they're still selling alcoholic eggnog somewhere. Don't you feel that it's still happening on the holidays? Welcome, everybody. Feeling good today? So glad to have you here and watching wherever you're watching us right now. Tracy is away for the day, but we have our very own Jess Allen, who is stepping in as our fabulous co-host. Welcome back.
Thank you.
And are you channeling your inner Tracy?
Well, you tell me.
Hello.
If Tracy were here, she would say, you missed an accessory. We'll not tell her.
I'm still working on it. I'm doing my best, but this is a good start.
It's a very good start.
Yeah,
Should be proud of that.
Thank you.
Baby steps.
Baby steps.
That's it. Everybody, we want you to join in on this conversation right now by sending along your thoughts to us anytime during the show. So make sure you're getting us on social media, online, text, email, right now. So let us start with something that I know that all of you ladies out there can relate to. So stay with me here. Waiting in line to use a public bathroom. Okay, but when we're looking over at the men's room, what's happening? In, out, fast, fast, fast. Is it now time for a restroom revolution? Well, a writer for Time asks, why do women put up with this? She argues it's actually a very serious issue. It's not just a little humiliating for us, but she claims it's discriminatory. So women take their children to the stalls with them, women breastfeed, women sit down to go in the first place. Overall, we need a little bit more time in there than our male counterparts. And she says anyways that our physical needs are being ignored. Is it time for a restroom revolution, ladies?
I have to admit, when I saw this posted on a friend's Facebook page yesterday, I thought it was something from The Onion. I thought it was a parody. I thought it was satire. And then I read it, and I actually realized she's an intelligent woman trying to make an argument about this being an example of everyday sexism. And that she actually had the nerve to tweet while waiting in line at a free museum, the British Museum, which houses some of Western civilization's greatest treasures. She tweeted that this was everyday sexism to be allowed access to a public washroom with clean running water. That sounds more like privilege to me than everyday sexism. I was blown away. I can't believe it.
Jess, haven't you ever been, at a bar, at an event, at a museum maybe, where the lineup is epic? And you're just irritated. I'm not saying her irritation wasn't misdirected. I mean, this lady should be irritated where it is due, at us. We are the ones who are the problem. The ladies who are taking too long. And you know who you are. I'm not one of them. I'm not one of them. I'm telling you who I can get in and get out, get my business done. I'm not lining the thing in the toilet and doing all this stuff. I'm not doing this.
I'm not decorating.
Listen, some people take an epically. I've stood outside of a stall and waited for them and go, what in the heck are you doing? Is there someone else in there with you? What is going on in there?
Okay.
Because I don't understand what's taking so long.
Okay, so hold on here. We take time to go because, let's be honest, sometimes we're wearing a lot more cumbersome clothing, so we have to get through things. Guys can zip up, out.
Okay. Wait.
But that's not a
sexist issue.
No,
It's
but
not
hold
a
on
sexist issue.
My point is that we also have kids that we have to take in there
At
with
the
us,
bar?
strollers, at a sporting event, at the movie
At the
theater.
museum, sure.
I have strollers. I might have elderly parents that I have to take into the bathroom. I might have all my stuff that goes along with all of those kids. If you're having one, that's a lot of stuff. If you don't have a change table, guess what? I'm going to sprawl out all my stuff on the floor, take up all the counter space with a baby that's squirming all over the place. Guess what? I've just taken up so much more time and space than I need to. And so if you're not giving me bathrooms of a ratio of 2 to 1 for women to men in number of stalls, you're going to have problems. It is time for a restroom revolution.
Everybody nodded their head here when they thought back on a time that they were waiting in line at a restroom. It was not due to an elderly parent or a baby. No. You were at the baseball game, you were at the hockey game, you were at the Beyonce concert,
and there are
you were at the bar. You were not dealing with an elderly. The reason why,
movie theater, it's not just the bar.
The reason why is, as Cynthia said, the cumbersome clothing, it's the 8 straps that, whatever here, and the clothing and the shoe.
And they look good and we like it.
That it takes longer.
But I mean, it's not a sexist issue.
She tries to suggest that public bathrooms are another example of history shaming women's bodies. I don't think it has anything to do with history. It has everything to do with the contingency of human anatomy. Men have penises. They have larger bladders. If you have a problem, write a letter of complaint to either Charles Darwin or God and complain to them. Whatever floats your boat. But it's not everyday sexism.
Okay,
it's not history shaming women.
Okay, I'm not going to
It has nothing to do with the patriarchy. Sorry.
Here's the thing. I hear what you're saying. I do find, though, that there is, I think we all have spoken about this, even on the show, about how irritating it is to even think about, like, men's restroom situation, right? So they go in, and they have an opportunity to just, like, whip it out and pee in front of each other, which I think is all kinds of weird, historically speaking.
And it's a glitch in evolution.
But a quick
at the men in the
It's so one's fault.
Okay, my point is,
Guys are shaking their heads.
architecturally speaking, there is clearly a problem. We haven't fixed this problem yet. There are lineups at women's restrooms, and men have none. Why can't we just fix this problem? It's pretty easy. Just costs a little bit of money. Why not take those little doors and just fill them all the way up to the end? Have the door go to the top to ceiling. Everyone can poo in private whenever they want. Everyone can you can have you know, whether it's you have a disability, whether you're transgender, you can use whatever the freaking washroom you want and just go in, go out, private, done. We need an experiment.
All right.
We need an experiment.
Well, funny that you asked. So, thank you for bringing that up, Lainey, because we decided that we would do our very own unscientific experiment right here on the show to figure out, like, not right here on the show. Sorry,
I'm doing it right now.
I'm doing it earlier.
I volunteer
So,
for the girl side.
We said, all right, let's do this. Let's put this to rest. We took one of our male researchers, his name is Brandon. We took one of our producers, female, Amber.
Okay.
And we decided, okay, we're going to put this to the test. Each of them are going to be clocked. They're going to walk into the bathroom. No extra business. It is in to do a pee. It is out.
Okay, so no parents.
There's no
parents,
babies.
no babies.
Okay. No
Okay.
makeup.
Okay.
No like corsets or
Got
whatever.
it.
Okay.
Got it.
So here's how it goes. Okay. So for Brandon the male, it took him a full 1 minute 22 seconds
Okay.
in and out. For Amber the female, no funny business. 2 minutes.
What?
16 seconds.
Amber, I am
For a
disappointed.
grand difference, the disparity being over 1 minute and 30 seconds.
I want a rematch. Like, I want to go against Brandon now.
Me too.
Like,
Hey.
I will go
Okay.
against Brandon 500 milliliters to 500 milliliters. And we're going to go because I don't know what Amber's doing.
And can I just say one other thing?
Yes.
There has never been a time when Simon and I have gone into public washrooms at the same time, like let's say after a movie, immediately at the same time, even if I have a lineup. I'm always out at least a minute first. And yes, I wash my hands. And I know how to, if anyone needs like a seminar on how to unbutton their pants faster, Amber, I will give it to you.
All right, so P-Gate continues. And on that
Hashtag
note, if you
P-Gate.
are an architect or an engineer, please give us more bathrooms. That's all that I'm asking for. That's all that I'm asking for. Okay.